Henka, thank you so much for taking time to speak with me. First things first, how are you doing today?
Yeah, it's great. Besides the news about LG.
Oh, of course, that's just come through.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, you're right. I've just sat on my phone and been flicking through the articles, and I saw, of course, the Tomb AD vocalist. Yeah, what a loss. What an incredible loss. Condolences. And same for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Well, about then the last 12 months, now that we live in the COVID times, how have you been holding up? Have you been keeping busy? You've been keeping sane?
Yeah, here in Sweden, it's the only thing I miss is concerts and gigs. Otherwise, it's quite as usual.
Yeah,
I go to work every day, and yeah.
So basically, life just carried on, just without the music.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, being in the UK, we obviously heard about Sweden's setup in regards to it, and it felt so alien to what we were doing over here. Very, very different.
Yeah, I've heard you have a serious lockdown.
We have been in and out of them over the last 12 months, but similar situation in the sense that if you worked, you were going in, but no music, no live shows.
No. Nothing here either.
Are there plans that you know of for that to start coming back this year in Sweden?
They talk about release everything in the summer, but it's it's different from day to day.
Same here. Yep, absolutely.
We haven't so long in the vaccine yet, so
that's it.
Just wait and see.
No, you're absolutely right. So let's go back to the very start then, 2014. What was the spark that saw life given to Macabre Decay?
Well, it was a band called Afterlife that sort of quit everything, and the singer guitarist left the band. And there was a bass player, a guitarist, and a drummer left. And the bass player started to play guitar, and they just started to make some songs, and then they called me and asked if I was interested. So I tried out, and after that we have played together with some changes.
What interested you in joining? Was it your particular taste and your abilities as a vocalist?
Yeah, I didn't play with any band at all at that time. I had a break from singing from maybe 2005 to 2014.
Oh, wow.
So, and when I had children and stuff, and not so much time. So when they called, I thought, now I have time and we'll try, and it worked out fine. So after that, we have just played and have had fun.
And yeah, since then you kind of got going quite quickly. The debut album, 2018, Purgatory, and followed that up with EP Blood-Soaked in 2019, and obviously we're now working towards the new album, Into Oblivion, out in June. Yeah. This is prolific stuff. What's driving you guys to push so hard and fast at the moment?
I don't know if it's so fast. I mean, it's death metal. We just make some songs and record it. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying, but you, like I said, you went basically almost a release every year, so to speak. The longest gap being between the EP and now this album, and it's been very quick in that sense. Is it a matter of imaginations, your imaginations as a unit, just running wild, and you find your creativity comes easy?
Yeah, I mean, several of us can make songs, so it's not just one who makes them, and we do the most parts together, and everybody chips in with, well, what's needed, and every time you pick up the guitar, sits and play, and it comes a cool riff, and you record it, and it's just death metal. It's just, if it sounds cool, it's probably gonna be cool.
Not wrong. What about your vocals, though, then, when it comes to, say, lyrics and things like that? Where do you look to for inspiration?
In the lyrics, you know, mean?
Yeah.
Most gore and death and, yeah, just that typical death metal as it was from the beginning.
So you find yourself... So from the media side of things, is it a matter of watching like some horror movies you might have watched, or a particular story you've heard of and things like that?
Yeah, all of that. Just sometimes if you watch a movie and you hear a cool phrase, you can build a lyrics after that, just one meaning. And yeah, it's not that important. The most important is that it sounds cool. Then what it's really about, it's I don't care so much. Yeah, as long as it sounds cool, it's okay for me.
Are you confident Macabre Decay sounds cool then?
Yeah.
What about the early days of death metal then? The people that have come before you, the ones that are either still around or the ones that have long since passed. How or what bands would you look at that have influenced you, your style?
Well, for me personally, it's Early Entombed, Grave, Dismember, Ball Thrower, Carcass, Morbid Angel, Deicide.
The world.
And that's what I listen to then, and that's what I listen to now.
Do you solely focus, when it comes to what you like to listen to, do you solely focus within the death metal world, or do you have a wider array of taste?
Not that wide, really. It's mostly death metal, but yeah, sometimes I can hear a good pop song, and if it's good, it's good, but it's not that often.
No, that's completely understandable. And of course, we've had some tastes of the new album already, and it's beastly stuff. So, the writing process surrounding it, was there a particular goal you wanted to achieve with this new album, beyond it just being cool and heavy?
Not really. I don't know what to say. We just make songs, and when we're happy with them, then we are that. And we're not striving for anything to be like creating some new stuff. And we really don't care about that. We know we can't be fastest and probably not heaviest either. So we do what we do, and we're happy with that. Just having fun and playing some nice death metal.
I mean, that's the most important thing there, isn't it? You're having fun, you're enjoying yourselves. What more can we ask?
Yeah, really. We don't make any money of it, so I really wouldn't like to go and rehearse and stuff and not enjoying it.
Of course.
That would be pointless.
Well, of course, making money from music these days is nigh and impossible.
No. So you better have fun, or else you're an idiot.
Yeah, exactly that. What about when it comes to, I don't know, demand or expectation? Because obviously you are a Swedish death metal band, and that scene, that name automatically puts some pressure, even if you don't feel it. Is there anything there that you do feel?
Not really. Nothing that we care about. I know the Swedish death metal has has good reputation, and it should have. So, but no pressure. I mean, we do what we do, and if somebody likes it, it's great. But you know, if they don't like it, what can we do about it?
Yep, it's a very simple philosophy. Some people will love it, some people will hate it.
Yeah, you can't please them all.
No, and you shouldn't even be trying. You'll go mad.
Yeah.
What is it then, in your opinion, that has made death metal, in particular, we're talking about the whole genre, so timeless? Like, you can listen to bands that are 30 years old and still sound as strong now as, say, your new album will, which is a modern take in it. So what do you think is it about death metal?
Well, it hasn't developed that much. I mean, I do songs now exactly like I did 30 years ago. I have some better equipment to record it at home for reproductions and so, but otherwise it's nothing different really. It's the same. You just make a cool riff and then just make a song out of it.
It must be kind of cool though when you kind of see the sort of, here's a 50-year-old man or 60-year-old man with his son who's in his 20s, and they're both different generations and both into the same style.
Yeah, my ex-son played with Macabre Decay for a while. We didn't have a bass player, and he's really good playing guitar, so he joined us as a session musician and on bass in the beginning when I joined them.
Oh wow, kind of like different style of music, but kind of like Max Cavalera and his sons, and playing with his brother and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, good.
I did some guest vocals on their first EP. He plays in a band called Caden.
Yeah.
So they invited the old man to come and join them for a small bit on that.
Oh my goodness me! I did not know that. How was that? Was that exciting, interesting, fun?
Yeah, it's nothing special. Just he called and asked if I could do some vocals on their recording. So I just dropped by after work and screamed a little bit, and that was it.
Oh, no, I love that. You just stopped by after work and screamed for a little bit. It's very, very true to death metal.
Yeah.
So what about the pressures that come with being in a modern band? And I'm talking about the expectation of social media and stuff like that. Being online all the time, sharing your stuff, getting the attention, the PR. Do you like it?
You really don't have a choice. If you want to come out and play, you must make people see you, or otherwise you don't exist. There's a ton of talented bands, and they all want to come out and do gigs. And you just have to, when you get the chance to play live, you better do it good, or else you won't be asked to come back for another gig later.
True. And talking of which then, I mean, what obviously shows are not happening now, but are you planning and hoping to kind of have a busy second half of the year and maybe 2022? Is it kind of just waiting to get out?
Yeah, we have some cancelled gigs and so as soon as it's possible, I hope we can go out.
Is there anywhere you'd love to play live across the world, somewhere that you'd love to go out and experience that you've not done in your life?
Yeah, sure, but everywhere. Really doesn't matter. If it's cool audience, it's fun, it's always fun to play live.
Well, you know, obviously that the rest of the world, for example, the UK, has an adoration of the Swedish death metal scene. So your style of music is very welcome over here and well loved. So that would surely be an awesome thing to do.
Yeah. I should have played in London in February with Centinex. But it was cancelled. It's postponed to next year.
So we're just gonna wait.
Yeah, that would have been first time in the UK, but yeah, we just have to wait and see what happens.
You'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually. London as well. So that's my local.
Yeah.
Henka, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon and help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?